The rain was flinging down stinging drops of water as Mr. Fox skittered across the forest looking for shelter. Thunder angrily roared, and the sun seemed to be pitching crashing streaks of light across the dark, angry sky. The trees groaned with the murderous gasp of the summer storm. Then, just as the fox had given up hope, a dark chasm could be seen yawning up ahead. The fox stopped outside and sniffed the air. It was usually wise to use the most of one's senses as possible. There was something feral in the air, a hint of danger. But for once, the fox ignored his misgivings and darted inside the natural shelter. The fox sat close to the opening, his ears straining to pick up any threatening sounds, and then he heard it. A wheezing sigh. And then, before he could dart outside, a mangy coyote had strode into the large room. "Oh, I didn't see you there." The fox sensed a sort of indifference about the coyote's manner, but the wild black eyes pretended a malicious soul. "Awful weather," the fox mentioned noncommittally. "Yes, indeed." The coyote yawned, and the fox saw at once a fang on each jaw was missing, a sure sign the coyote was a voracious fighter. And then the fox saw a large gold watch had slipped from around the coyote's chest and was now hanging on his back. The coyote had on mismatched socks, and back alongside the wall, what may have been the coyote's wallet lay sprawled open. "Must be nice to have years upon years of wisdom as you have," the fox spoke smoothly. The coyote grunted and licked his lips. 3/4 of your life spent gloriously owning the forest. 80% of your life, king of the night. The coyote looked over sharply. "I'm not that old." "Of course not," the fox smiled disarmingly. "I am sure you have a crystal-clear memory." "Indeed," the coyote affirmed. "Tip-top agility." "Absolutely," the coyote nodded. "Wonderful to hear," said the fox. "By the way, what time is it?" The coyote looked down, and his eyes narrowed confusedly. "I know my watch was just here," he murmured. "Did you put it in your pockets?" asked the fox innocently. "Well," and the coyote patted his pockets down with increasing worry. "Oh well," said the fox, "these things happen." Coyote's brow wrinkled in puzzlement. "I like your socks quite a bit. What a bold-fashioned statement." "Really, they're just ordinary socks," the coyote said, squinting down at his feet. "No, my good man," the fox spoke with increasing courage. "One is stripes and the other squares. Can't you see?" "Of course I can see," the coyote thundered, but doubts had begun to nag him. "Old age isn't fun, at least that's what my granddad used to say," the fox said knowingly. "I wouldn't know," said the coyote irritably. "Well, the storm seems to have let up," he spoke stiffly. "Good day." "Be careful, good sir," the fox called cheerily. The coyote stumbled a bit as he headed outside. Inside, the fox chuckled. He scooped up the forgotten wallet and the gold spectacles its owner had left behind. All one needed was to plant seeds of doubt, the fox whispered merrily. Seeds of doubt. And twirling a pair of gold spectacles with a bulging wallet in his pocket, he set off down the trail, whistling brightly.